So one of my clients called me yesterday and was asking me for advice on what property would I advise him to buy, new build or existing property. And this is a very common question among home buyers. Should I buy a new build or should I buy an existing property? And the fascinating thing about his question was that I've already done his mortgage for him. He's exchanged, but he's buying a new build property. So he's basically just waiting for the property to be completed and then he'll move in. He's exchanged already. So I was asking him, why are you asking me this question? It's irrelevant because you've exchanged. You cannot go back on that deal because you've already exchanged. So it's irrelevant to you. Until I realized that it was actually some kind of argument or so that he was having with someone who was trying to guilt trip him for buying a new build, and who was trying to say to him that, oh, I would rather buy an existing property over a new build. So he kind of set him into confusion. He was confused whether he has made the wrong decision or he has made the right decision. And I asked him, this person that was trying to guilt trip you, is he a homeowner yet? He said no. I laughed my head off and I said, so someone who is still renting, who is not a homeowner, is trying to guilt trip you, who have managed to buy your own property, waiting to move into your property and going to be a homeowner soon, and he has not even bought his own property. So how did he come about the information that is feeding you with and the conviction that you're better off with an existing property than a new build? And I said to him, my dear friend, fill yourself with excitement rather than regrets, because the property you bought, you looked at that property, you sat down with your wife and your family, and you considered that property good enough for your family and it meets your family needs. And I said to him, you're a first-time buyer. This is your first property. It may not be your forever home. You might decide to move from that property in 5 years time, but the important thing is that you've got your foot on the property ladder. So fill yourself with excitement and tell that to your friend, hey, I'm going to move into my new build, into my property which I paid for. If you don't feel like visiting me in my new build, stay in your old existing rented property and have fun. As for me and my family, we're moving into this house and we can't wait to move in. And that's the spirit. That's the way you should approach it. He was like that. He just couldn't get himself to convince this guy that he made the right decision. And I said, you don't owe him any conviction. You don't owe him any explanation. You don't owe him any justification whatsoever on how you came about the decision to buy yourself a new build. So the long and short of it is, there's really no straightforward answer to whether a new build is better than the existing property. It depends on your preference. It depends on your choice. It depends on your needs. It depends on your budget. It depends on location. There are different things you bring into consideration when choosing what to buy and where to buy. But do not try to pander to anybody's preference or ego, or anyone trying to guilt trip you and making you feel like you've made the wrong choice. Once you've assessed the property and it meets your family needs and it meets your residential needs, my dear, go ahead, buy your property, feel free, move into that property and enjoy it. And if in a couple of years' time you feel like you need something different, then you have experienced the joy of living in the home that you love. And if you feel like you need something different, go ahead, remortgage or sell and move on and move away. And that is a beautiful thing about this country, where you can move from any house, any property, whenever you like, and move somewhere else and have fun and enjoy yourself. So guys, there is no definite answer to that question, whether new builds are better than existing. I have my preference, but my preference is not your preference. So don't base your decision on my preference. Base your decision on your preference and your needs. Okay, bye guys. Gonna see you guys later. Bye now.